Welcome, everybody, to the last episode of the Asian Not Asian podcast, a podcast with all of your favorite Asian friends. Mm-hmm. This is Mike Nguyen.
This is Jenny Arimoto.
Yo, we're doing a car pod.
Nice and public.
Oh man, this guy standing next to us, his kid goes to my kid's daycare.
Okay, don't make eye contact.
Don't look inside.
Don't make eye contact.
Look inside. He's a handsome guy.
He's a handsome guy.
Right? He's so millennial.
Yeah, very millennial dad. Very cool.
Very millennial.
Yeah.
Like the salt and pepper hair.
Yeah.
The
sambas.
The workwear jacket.
Yeah.
That guy. That guy loves avocado
that could
toast.
be you.
He's definitely got one of those mustache tattoos on his hand.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Yeah. And I respect it.
And I respect it.
What a way to start the pod.
What a way to start the pod. We are doing a car pod, and fitting, right? Mm-hmm. This is the last episode. I think this will fulfill all my obligations.
Yeah. Terms and conditions.
And it's really hitting all of the podcast requirements. It is inconveniencing my family.
Yeah.
We have to do it in the car because we have nowhere else to go. Mm-hmm. We have almost nothing to talk about.
But somehow we always fill up time. These are the episodes where you end up going long.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true because like all the chafe.
Yes.
The chafe of life kind of falls off.
Exactly. And also we're just like, we have nothing to talk about. So it's like loosey-goosey. And then you look down and you're like, we've been talking for an hour and a half.
Yes, that's true. I mean, because you know what? It's just a hang.
It is.
It's just a hangout.
It is.
Some people have you done a lot of other people's podcasts?
I haven't done them in a while. I feel really like, do people even do? Do you know when something gets so saturated that it's like, do we even do this anymore?
Yeah.
Everyone has a podcast now.
Yes.
Before it used to be like not everyone did. So you would go on to other people's podcasts.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, everyone has a podcast. So do we even have podcasts anymore?
Hold on here. Is it everybody has a podcast? Are we past the everyone has a podcast phase? Are we still in like kind of like a growth thing? Or are we,
I think everyone has a podcast.
Yeah.
I think everyone has a podcast, including celebrities.
Okay.
And so I think like it's just like so oversaturated that like the guests now are like Michelle Obama.
Oh, yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Michelle Obama is on podcasts now.
This is the great hollowing out of the middle.
Yes, exactly.
Because it's either there's a podcast with like two people in it.
Yeah.
Or you got Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
That's the only two.
Yes. You're Amy Poehler's Good Hang and Michelle Obama's your guest this week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Zelensky's on today.
Yeah.
He's on he's on the Daily Beast or whatever.
Yeah, now it's like if you want to become like mayor of New York, you got to do the podcast rounds.
Yeah.
You know?
Here we go. Okay.
Anyways.
Well, this is yet another hollowing out of the middle because this podcast is going away.
Yeah.
But we still love you, and we want to say thank you for listening, even to this episode or to any episodes. If you listen to even one, I made money off you. Okay, I just want you to know. No, I'm just kidding. But and if you listen to any one, that's great. If you've listened to the very first one and kept it going from the rice cooker, which is the very first episode, it's real janky, all the way to now. I want to say, I think this is like episode 300 and something.
Oh, wow.
320 or something like that.
I guess that makes sense. It's been
many years.
7 years?
And we used to do double ups of them.
Yeah.
And we've had like also like other episodes that are, I guess like just on Patreon or what have you. So we've done a lot of them. It still feels like day one, baby. The work is the same.
It is true.
The work is the same.
Yeah.
It's just turn on some mics.
Yeah.
And get busy.
And generally have an outline.
Don't even do that. I guess we talked about what we're going to talk about.
Because I force it. I always go, what
really
are we going to talk about?
Yeah. Okay. What is the first thing we were going to talk about? Can we do it in the form of what kind of Asian were you this week?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. You want to go first?
Yeah, you can go first.
Okay,
what kind of Asian were you this week, Mike?
This week, I was a hot pot Asian.
I know. So I got to hear about it.
Yeah.
Because we were having a spirited discussion about hot pot with your wife before we close the door to get into your car.
Yeah, that's right. This is to set the scene. We had just gone and spent a couple days in Thanksgiving in Long Island, which saying Thanksgiving on Long Island is the opposite of hot pot. Okay, that's the opposite experience of hot pot. And so we had a great time in the Thanksgiving. You know me, you know your boy. I love stuffing. I love gravy. Give it to me. But then afterwards, I remember we were driving back, and I was like, damn, I need some Asian shit.
Okay, wait. So how long had it been since you'd had Asian food? Was it like when you were all of Thanksgiving, you were eating non-Asian food?
Yes, basically. I can't remember what we ate that week, like leading up to it. We may have had, I think we had congee.
Okay.
Because people were ill, like in my family. Like,
Yeah.
I think, Celine was sick. So I made congee, which turned out pretty bomb. And so we were eating that. So that's what we had. And then we had Thanksgiving. And then, during Thanksgiving, we're texting with my really good friends. Vicky, who's been on this, Vicky Ho, she's been on this podcast before. And her and her husband, who's like my really good friend, they were trying to organize something with this other couple that we know who also, they have one kid. So we've all hung out before, and we were trying to figure it out. They wanted to do it Saturday night, but Saturday night we had to record. That was the Fumi episode, which we'll get to. And my wife was real upset about it. She was like, okay, well, I thought it was another day, and now I need hot pot. You need to figure this out. Can't you cancel it? And I was like, she never asked me to cancel.
Yeah.
She never does. She is, as much as she complains about I'm not here doing comedy, she never asked me to move stuff.
Yeah.
But this one, she was like, when if it comes to hot pot,
It's not a joke.
or your dumb fucking career,
Yeah.
fucking move that shit.
Yeah.
And I don't blame her. And so
I understand as well.
Yeah, so I didn't move it because I feel Fumi would have chewed me out, and so
100%.
he would have been like, these guys,
Yeah.
And so, but we figured it out. We went to lunch, and so we went to this place. I'll put it in the episode description because I don't want to mess up the name. But it's like a Chinese name, and then the word wharf, because it's seafood specialized.
Oh, okay.
It's like way in. I want to say it's in like Bay Ridge, Bensonhurst.
Okay.
Right? It's real. I mean, that's some real Asian shit.
Yeah.
It's going to be really good because the restaurant is in a place where like the zoning is not for restaurants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Like, this isn't legally a restaurant.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, we have a warehouse.
Yeah.
There's a gas station in between, hot pot.
Yeah.
Is there parking? No.
Have you been there before?
Not.
Was the first time?
No, I'd
Did
never
someone
been there
know?
before.
Like,
Yes.
how do you find a place like this?
So that's what I'm saying. So the real way to do this, okay, forget TikTok.
Yeah.
Forget social media or any guides. You got to have someone born and raised in New York City.
Yes.
Which Vicky is.
Yeah.
She is from that area. She was born and raised here. She, did all the stuff. So
Yeah.
she like really knows. She's like entrenched in there.
Yeah.
And so, we go down there and like there's a parking lot, but it's like a free for all. It's to this day, I'm not actually sure if I was allowed to park there
Yeah.
or not, or if anyone was. I had no idea.
Right. It's just vibes.
Yeah, there's just vibes.
Yeah.
There was a forklift. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
There was a forklift. So I was like, I think the forklift guy's eating here. Anyways, so we go in there and we went right as it opened because it works out for when the kids are eating. It's 5 o'clock. And we go in there and it's like hot pot, I want to say, has like really stepped up its like game as far as presentation of the restaurant. Because it was really like nice in there and clean and very modern looking.
Okay.
Still a little bit of it still had like kind of Asian vibes as far as the what is it called? The family dinner. Do you know the ones that the staff eats?
Oh, yeah.
They were doing that.
Oh, you saw family dinner because it was so early.
They were doing that while we were eating.
Got it.
And I'll say that family dinner looked bomb.
Yeah.
I wanted to order that, but so they were doing that. But we go in there and they were very nice. They were like they sat us down, and I knew it was going to be bomb because I didn't know this, but when you sit down at this place, you automatically get, I think it's like a half lobster per person.
What?
You automatically get one.
What?
Dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've never been to a hot pot place with lobster.
It's not a cheap place. Again,
Yeah.
I'll put the link in the description. But you get a lobster right off the bat,
Yeah.
which is so sick.
Yeah.
And then, you have you're ordering off the fucking iPad.
Yeah.
You're not even telling the guy.
Oh, it's iPad ordering. Okay,
iPad
this
style.
is high-end stuff.
Yeah, so this is an all-you-can-eat place too.
Of course.
And so
If you have an iPad, that's an all-you-can-eat place.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
and that they trust you with the iPad.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, there was no limit to how many plus you can push. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have they have like one of the things is they have a bunch of there's a lot of seafood, but there's like it's broken up into all these kind of subcategories, and one of them is like you can eat. There's like salmon sashimi essentially. Dude, you can hit that shit 10 times. They didn't stop me. We only did it like 3, but I was like, and they just brought out a whole bunch of salmon sashimi,
Wow.
and I was like, I could eat this only and easily recoup my costs.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Yes.
It was pretty
This
good.
is how we think. This is the right way to think about
Yes,
it. Yeah.
exactly.
Recouping costs.
Recouping costs. I want to put
My
them out of
body is
business.
a business.
My body is an economic weapon.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? I am sanctions.
Yeah, exactly.
Put your business. When you see me, you're like, I fucked up.
I'm trying to turn a profit.
I have a stakeholder. It is me.
Yeah.
And I want returns on my shit.
Exactly.
Dude, so I went in there, and it's a little tricky because when you got kids, right, you gotta, my daughter's
kids.
Yeah, you gotta feed the kids. So you're like ordering stuff like that. But they have like another thing you could order. It's already cooked, but it's shrimp tempura.
Oh, nice.
Which I think in most other places, they give you like, if you ordered it, for a ramen or something, they give you like 1 or 2.
Yes.
Right? This, they give you, like, per order, it's already like 5.
Yeah.
And again, you can just keep hitting that shit. We had like 3 orders of those. So again, the recouping of costs.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
And it's a perfect thing for kids to eat because it's like, it's fried. It's fucking delicious. And you can like, cut it up and like, my daughter ate a bunch of them.
Well, your daughter loves food.
My daughter loves food, so she was eating everything. She was like, "I want another lobster." She actually ate a lot of my lobster, which I was fairly upset about. And then you get all the different things. There's like all the different delicious beefs, and it was one big hot pot, which usually I don't like.
Oh, really? I love it.
I usually don't like one big one because I don't know. Like then someone has to be in charge of like kind of monitoring.
That's
it.
true.
Fortunately, everybody here was a pot veteran.
Yes.
So everybody was like, okay, it looks like you don't have anything. You know what I'm saying?
You
so
kind of like,
you
pass it
kind of
off.
are doing that, and everybody knows what to do.
Yeah.
And that's good. If you go in there with like a hot pot white belt, they're gonna be intimidated.
Scared.
They won't know what to do.
Uh-huh.
They're just gonna mess it up. You know? So it's like the puff puff pass.
Yeah.
This is the Asian puff puff pass. It's pot spoon. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we were eating that. At one point, this place, the waiter comes over and he's like, if you tag us on social media, you can get another lobster, like another kind, this giant lobster.
Yeah.
And I was like, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I asked him, I was like, hold on, a grid post
Wait,
or a
I
story?
watched you post. I saw you post, and I was like, are you getting paid?
Yeah.
Now I know why.
Yeah. So I asked him, I was like, a grid post or a story? And he's like, just a story. And I was like, oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
100%. So I just took like a silly picture of like of the hot pot, and then I think I took another one of me like holding the fucking giant lobster that they gave me. So I did that. By far, best brand deal I've ever done. Sorry,
Now
Saks
I get
Fifth
it.
Avenue.
I was so confused. I thought a hot pot place reached out to you and said and like paid you to go.
No.
And then I was like, but your brand isn't even food. So like, how did this happen? Now I understand.
No, anyone can do it.
Oh
So
my
I
God.
did it for the table.
Yeah.
But if you go, I think they'll let you do that, and then you get this other lobster. I
That's
forgot what it's
incredible.
called. It's like I don't know, like a Alaskan lobster or something. It's really, really big.
Yeah.
It's not quite as tender, but I mean, I love lobster, so it's all good. And we had that. I'm still on my A game, baby.
Yeah.
I kept eating, and I didn't really get full because I didn't eat any rice.
That's the rule.
I didn't have
You
any
got it.
rice.
No carbs.
Yeah, at the very end, I had a little bit,
Yes.
but like I was still raring to go, you know,
Yes.
and fortunately, went with the 2 other dudes there, Filipinos. Those guys can put it away. My Vicky, she's Chinese, so she knows the game.
Yeah.
My daughter, they underestimate her.
Honestly, I actually think that your daughter,
Yep.
she's going to be the queen of all you can eat hot pot.
She's going to be the LeBron
Yes.
of hot pot.
I can already tell. I just
Yeah.
watch her vacuum some eggs into her mouth.
She's got star potential.
Yeah, she has star potential.
Yeah, we're cultivating her in the league right now. She's in juniors. But eventually
Yeah,
she'll
what do you
move up.
call the people who are there to find scout?
It's scout.
Yeah, and
we're
I'm scouting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I literally said I was like, we're going to hot pot
We're
when you're
going to
older.
hot pot.
Yeah.
Hey, give me a call, kid. You're
Yeah,
going
exactly.
places. You give him the card.
Card, yeah.
Oh, University of Notre Dame. What the fuck? Yeah, so it was pretty awesome, and because we had eaten so early, right? We managed to go home, and it was chill. They have dessert too. Like they have this really yummy.
And you have time to digest.
Yeah, it is like hot pot is like the cleanest way to be a fat ass.
Yes, I agree. And
Yeah.
did your stomach feel insane the next day?
It wasn't too bad.
Okay.
I felt pretty good. I honestly, I think I could have eaten a little bit more, but I was like, okay, I've proven my point.
Yeah, I've recouped my costs.
I recouped my costs, so it was fine. But yeah, I wish you guys were there.
Yeah, did you feel like a sense of relief eating Asian food after all that Thanksgiving food?
It felt like putting on a great old pair of pajamas.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it feels
Yeah,
like.
you're like, I'm
It's
home.
Like, oh, finally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish.
I can be myself.
Yeah. Is there a thing? Oh man, maybe this is probably too much even for Asian people. A spa that is also a hot pot where you're in the soup.
That is what hot pot already is.
You know
It's
what I'm saying?
soup. It's a spa.
It's a spa for
It's
food.
opening up your pores when you're above fucking hot pot.
Yeah.
Like your clothes, you smell like whatever that soup was for like at least 24 hours.
Yeah, they took our coats and put it into like plastic bags.
Yeah, that's professional.
That's the move. That's
the move. Wow, congratulations. I'm so deeply jealous.
It was pretty sick. And again, I will let everyone know which one it is.
Yeah.
So not easy to get to because, it's in like Bay Ridge,
Right.
but it is bomb. Well, I'll touch
I'm
you
so jealous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You have a car.
You think Peter could have a better showing second round?
I think he will feel the pressure, but I don't know anything about performance. You know what I mean? Like I know where his headspace will be at pre-game.
Yeah.
But then I think I don't know what's going to actually happen on the field.
Is there a way we can kind of like performance enhance drug him?
I think-
like give him a little edible, have him run around
I do
a little
think
bit.
that I think that would help. Yeah, running around in an edible will probably help.
That might.
But
boost his
I
stats.
think this is like just there's like flavor profiles that you grow up with.
Yeah.
I think it's really that. I think it's like a
see.
flavor
Yes.
profile thing.
Yes.
Where
Yes.
it's like similarly like I can't eat like pounds of like cheese-based and bread-based foods. I kind of get I hit a limit.
Yeah.
Whereas with soy sauce-based and fish-based stuff, I can go forever. That and
Yes.
rice.
That makes a lot of sense.
So I do think it's a flavor profile thing.
So yeah, I wonder then if maybe there was some sort of other hot pot place that was like
Fondue.
Yeah, there you go.
We're eating hot pot and then we bring him a fondue thing.
Like a little one
Yeah,
for the
little
kids.
one. Yeah.
There could be this could be a new business where you want to bring your white boyfriend somewhere. Don't worry, we got a fondue fountain.
Yeah, we got a fondue fountain.
Or for toddlers, whatever.
The interesting thing is, other people have reached out about their white partner.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'll call out Jasper because he does listen
that's
to this.
right.
But
Yeah,
Jasper
Jasper.
texted me literally
Yeah.
yesterday about
Jasper,
this.
what's up?
Yeah, hi Jasper. But he did text me about this is something he also faces with his white partner. So, it's a real thing. It's a real life experience that we have here.
And he said in particular for hot pot.
Hot pot specifically. I just think I get it. I love hot pot, but it's I guess when I leave my own experience, I guess it is like a very interesting thing to boil meat in like a soup and eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I didn't know hot pot would be such an explosive topic, but here we are.
But do you think, what is it? Like Benihana, right? There's a similar thing as far as like it's a communal meal.
Yeah.
But I guess someone else is doing it and then like doing like a lot of flashy throws. Or
Yeah. And I also
maybe
think
that's
like
what they need.
barbecue is also different because there's like
Oh, yeah.
barbecue in
Yes.
different cultures
Yes.
similarly. So it's like kind of get that, and I also have a limit to barbecue because of like it's not as like lean as hot pot.
Yes.
But like hot pot, I can go harder on because it's like you boil it,
so
and there's a
thin.
lot of veggies too.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
All right, well,
I guess this is what I'm talking about. We could talk about hot pot for like 50 minutes.
This is the hot
but we
pot
gotta stop it.
podcast.
We gotta stop it.
We're gonna stop this episode and drive. We're in the car. We're gonna drive right now to this restaurant.
I'm gonna start a new podcast where it's just me going to hot pot with different variations, like different cuts of people, and then commenting on what the experience is like afterwards.
I did want to do that, and I think that's a great idea. I think that's a really fun way we could heal America, maybe.
Yeah, let's heal America.
Or make it worse.
Probably make it worse
Probably
at this
make it
point. I
worse
don't think
at this
anything
point.
can do it. Nothing's gonna be good.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Yes. What kind of Asian were you this week?
I was graduating from UCB Asian. I'm not actually officially done yet.
I saw that on your story.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us, what does that mean?
So UCB, I feel like I've talked about it so much. It's like the theater I'm at in New York. They also have one in LA.
Yep.
A lot of dropout people are from it. But I pretty much like, I never said this at the time when I moved, but like 70% of the reason I moved was to do UCB stuff. Also just to live in New York.
Yeah.
But part of the allure of New York is that there's like this theater there. And so since I've been here, my goal I've been at UCB. Like I literally, the week I moved on a Saturday, Monday to Friday, I did an improv 101 intensive.
Whoa.
Which means that you do 6 hours of improv for 4 days in a row
Oh my God.
to pass level 1. Because I
Right.
wanted to get level 1 done because I'd done improv in San Francisco.
I see. So you can get on to the level 2 or whatever.
Yeah. So I moved here with the express interest in doing improv at UCB. And then at the same time, I was like, oh, there's sketch classes. And I had written a little bit before, and I love sketch comedy. So I started taking sketch classes. And so basically, like in this year, I did all my levels of UCB, sketch and improv.
Wow.
Which is 7 levels total.
Wow.
Yeah, talk about cult level stuff. I think it took me a year and 3 months. Anyways.
Very Asian of you, though, to complete the degree, the certificate or whatever it is.
Yeah, I completed the certificate like immediately.
Yeah.
And then I basically immediately got onto UCB teams. So I this is like 2019. I auditioned, got onto UCB Lloyd, which is like their JV level team where it's like where you start.
Is that what it means that Lloyd and Maud are those like just I guess levels, or is it like styles?
Yeah, it's like levels. Like so there's Lloyd and Harold for improv.
I see.
And Harold is like more senior teams. So I did Lloyd for a year, and then I got
I see.
This is pre-pandemic, and then the pandemic hit. And then I did, at the same time, I got placed on Mod, which is their sketch team. And so I was doing both improv and sketch at the same time at UCB.
Whoa,
so
double threat.
I was a double threat, but I was also working at Google at the time. I felt like I was dying.
Wow.
Because it was just so much work. It's just like
Yeah, because you're working
Yeah.
probably a lot, and then afterwards you're doing your
so
your thing.
I had like 3 rehearsals a week, and
God.
I was burning myself out. So anyways, the context here basically is to say I've been doing house team stuff. Like that means I'm performing regularly at a team that UCB put together. Like you have to audition and they put you together.
How many of those teams are there?
Now there are less than there were before. There are 6 Mod teams now, 6 Herald teams, and 2 Lloyd teams. But
Wow.
back in the day, it was 6 Lloyd teams, 6 Herald teams, 6 Mod teams.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think.
You get your
or maybe
picture
8.
up on the wall.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff
get your
like that?
picture up. Like you take a team picture, you get it up on the wall, like et cetera.
It is pretty cool. I mean, just again for context for people, this is some real nerd shit. First of all, insane to move to New York City
Yeah.
to study this.
Do you know what? I used to look at the Vulture articles that would say the alumni, like it would break down the SNL cast
Yes.
into like
Yeah,
which
what
school they came to,
from.
and that's also I would look at that as
Yeah.
like a younger person and be like, okay, these people came from UCB, these people came from Second City, these people came from the Groundlings.
Yeah.
And that's how I also kind of was like, what style do I like? And I was like, I like UCB people.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I also just like liked UCB style improv. This is really nerd shit, but this is like how I can't believe I ever thought I wasn't a comedy nerd. I was doing this in high school. Do you know what I mean?
Wow, you were. Wow. Dang, yeah. Other people were like following, I don't know, the Lakers, and you're like, oh my gosh, this guy got drafted.
Yeah.
He moved up from UCB, and now he's
yeah, it was that.
Now he's playing a hot dog.
It really was that. I was like, Bobby Moynihan from UCB made it onto SNL. Yeah,
it is cool though, because before I did comedy, and when I was just a regular person, I would go to see friends who were in like UCB stuff, and they had the picture on the wall, and I always thought it was like, I thought that those people were basically professional actors.
Yeah, totally.
You know, in my mind, I was like, those people, they must be very good. And, you know, they took a picture of them and they put them on the wall. They must be very funny. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't. And then, you know, because they have all these, they have famous people, you know.
Like on the pictures all over.
Next to like that year's team. And then later on, I found out like you also have to audition and stuff, which made it even more cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a big deal, dude. That's awesome.
So in 2019 when all this happened, when I got into teams, I was like, my dream's coming true. I'm in New York and I'm doing UC. Like, I was like, next stop, you know, like NBC or whatever. And then the pandemic hit.
Right.
And then I think in a world without the pandemic, I would have done like 2 to 3 more years and then graduated. So I would have been done in like 2022.
Yeah.
But obviously the pandemic hit, then like everything shut down. The theater shut down. I thought the theater was never coming back again.
I thought so too.
And then everything reopened and I was kind of like, well, technically I only did like 5 months of the writing side. I did like a full year plus of like performing, but like the writing side I didn't really get to do that much of. And I was like, I miss writing sketch. I also used all my sketches already for my packets. So I was like, it would be kind of nice to have like a regular writing schedule to have a packet again in case like I get asked to do it, which I did get at. Like I have been asked, and it's nice to have this like
thing you can
pile of sketches I can go back to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did it for 2 more years post pandemic.
Yep.
The world opening up, and I'm graduating now. So it's kind of like an end. It feels like it's the end of like sketch stuff, which is whatever, but like it's like the end of like my UCB time, if that makes sense. Like
so, yeah.
The pandemic period, I also started doing like this, and I started doing like online stuff, and it kind of like the world also became more internet focused. So like it kind of, a lot of things have shifted, and you have to kind of diversify. And I think if this didn't happen, I think UCB would have fulfilled a different part of my life. But I think I'm also like coming to terms with that. But it also feels like this weird thing where it's like this thing that drove me to New York is coming to an end. Also, all my friends are from there. Like, it is a very weird thing. But yeah, I feel like I'm kind of like, you know, saying goodbye to that part of my life.
So is quote unquote graduating, is that like a thing?
No, it's like I stepped down. I've decided I will not be coming back next year.
So have a lot of your friends who you've met through there, have they a lot of them also kind of moved on to the next thing? Or?
I feel like I'm in this weird gray period where there's some people who are moved on. I feel like here's the thing. You have your slice of people who got Hollywood jobs. Like they're writing for TV. They're doing their dream. So there's like that slice. There's the slice of people who haven't quite gotten there, but they're older, but they're still performing at the theater. And then there's like the group that are like, that like kind of was like junior when the pandemic started and now are senior, but they like didn't necessarily get that time wasn't actually on stage. So there's like that slice of people who are like half in and then starting to be half out. And then there's people who are like fully out now.
Oh wow.
Who like are having babies and buying homes, you know?
Right,
So
making good decisions.
So we're kind of like in that gradient, and I'm kind of like in that. I'm now part of that's like, okay, I'm like gonna move on from this.
How do you feel?
I don't know. It's very bittersweet. I have one more final show. I just don't call it that. It's a best of show, so it's like I don't have to write anything new. So it's like I'm like kind of done. My work here is done, kind of thing. And then also we're doing Sketchfest. So actually, if you're in San Francisco, my sketch team will be out there. I will not be on stage, but I'll be there.
So you're going? Is that in January?
In our weekend, my team's name is Ponyboy, and our weekend is like the last weekend of January / first weekend of February.
Oh, that's fun.
It'll be at my improv theater. Our show will be at the improv theater I started improv in San Francisco.
Whoa!
It's a weird circle.
That's sick.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's kind of weird to be back. It's all weird. And I'm also slotted with, I think our slot is with some folks from that theater, my old theater.
Yo!
So yeah, I don't know. Also, I use any excuse to go back to San Francisco because it's like an excuse to see my family. But yeah,
That's a fun festival too.
I'm excited to be there and just like see what the vibes are, and also be there with New York people will be cool.
Yeah. So you've not done Sketchfest?
No, I went to like the first Sketchfest when I lived there.
Oh, no shit.
And it was not that big.
Right.
And there was only like 1 week. It wasn't like a full month.
Yeah,
like it's crazy
2 or 3
now.
weeks. Yeah, it's really long.
It's so long. It's
cool.
It seems cool, but I was like, it's just a different beast than when I was there. I saw Randall Parks doing a thing, but it's not my weekend, so I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's it's a very involved, very big festival. There's like all kinds of acts.
Yeah.
You know, what you would call like top tier billing type, talent, and then there's like a bunch of like up and coming people.
Yeah,
There's like
smaller
there's sketch,
shows,
there's stand up. I did stand up there like 2 years ago. I was on it, and that was because my little quick sketch fest / festival story is I had applied to tons of festivals, when I was still doing open mics and stuff, gotten to 0. None of them, except finally I got into Sketchfest, and then the pandemic happened. And so then they delayed it at least 1 year, maybe 2 years. I don't remember.
It must be 2, yeah.
Yeah, and then they were like, okay, now it's back, and I remember my son had already been born, so I was like, oh shit, now I got to go and do this. And so I just like went for a weekend, and my friends, they live in San Francisco. You know them. And I literally stayed in their basement while I was there, and I was like, I am Uncle Joey. Yeah. I'm staying in San Francisco in a basement of my friend's house
you're
in San
Uncle
Francisco.
Joey.
Yeah, and I was doing comedy, but it was a lot of fun. And then there was like a meetup after, not a meetup. I'm sorry, like an after party, and there was like all kinds of people. There was the people who do Yo, Is This Racist?
Yeah.
Which is like cool because it's not just comedy. It's I mean they're kind of like media people.
Yeah.
So there's like all kinds of folks.
Yeah.
Which I really enjoyed. I think you're gonna have a blast.
I'll report back.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I won't report back. I'll report back to you personally.
You will tell me personally.
Yes. Or I'll do it at Hack City. I'll talk about it at Hack City. But anyways, to close out the thing, I basically decided for my last sketch, I'm going to go all out stupid. And so I don't do this. I don't do prop stuff. I generally, because I'm in charge of my own props, so I write things with low props.
Yes.
Like on purpose, because I don't want work. And this one, I wrote a sketch that someone gets covered in sauce. That's the whole thing. That's it. A guy just gets covered in sauce. So I had to tarp the stage. I made fake sauce. Like
what kind of sauce?
Barbecue sauce. But I made fake prop barbecue sauce.
What is it? What was it made of?
It was water, cornstarch, food coloring, chocolate syrup.
How did you like Google this? How to make it?
I basically made fake blood and made it brown.
Oh.
Yeah. And so imagine me lugging fake sauce to the theater, covered it like it just was.
How did you carry it around?
I bought a big container from the dollar store. And then I actually bought real sauce too because I wanted to see which was better. And actually the fake sauce looked better. But yeah, I like covered this stage. It was like I was so stressed leading up to Monday because it was like Thanksgiving and I was trying to figure out fake sauce and like I had to buy tarps. It was like so stupid. I was like, this is so stupid. Like the whole time I was like, I can't believe I did this to myself. And then it was like so fun, and it was fun to be stupid.
Yeah.
And it was like it was a nice goodbye, like a high amount of work, kind of shock value where I saw the audience going no, and then, like it was like fun to do. That's like the fun part of live theater stuff. And so it was like a good goodbye and like really wrapped up my time.
Yes.
But I had these moments of like, damn, I'm old. I don't know if you have those, but I was like,
of course.
I was like, oh man, like I'm like super senior doing this now.
Yeah.
I like look back and I'm like, it's because of the pandemic, time gets weird.
Yeah, it's super weird.
But I'm like, I can't believe I'm a super senior. I can't believe I'm like kind of like this part of my life is over when it was something that was so big and so integral to like my goals and my like social life for so long. So yeah, I'm just like having this moment of like, wow, things are really coming to an end. And it's coming to the end at the same time as this podcast. So
yeah, I mean,
a lot of things are wrapping up.
How do you feel about all those? Because you're going to have more time like now, I think.
Yes.
This will be over. And then, you won't have your UCB obligations.
I know. It's bittersweet.
Yeah.
I'm like excited to have time. I'm scared that I won't do anything else.
Nah, you will.
Without a deadline. I'm like, there's that part of it. Like, I'm like, oh, will I ever do anything ever again? So there's definitely that fear, but I'm like also excited to like have time to think about doing other stuff. Because I think I've been just like on survival mode for the last year.
Reaction mode.
Yeah, just trying to get like hit my deadlines that I have. So I'm scared, I'm sad, but I'm also excited. So it's like a mix of a lot of things. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel that like that.
Yeah.
The thing you just said as far as like having time to think about the next thing, I feel that's the thing I don't really have because of,
You have children.
I have children and stuff like that. I am still in sort of just get to the next week.
Yeah.
Which is I've sort of accepted because that's just how it is. You know, they're my family's really young, and so it's just trying to stay in the game, stay healthy. You know, keep up with my skills. And eventually there'll be an opportunity, I think, for me to think about the next thing. But it's like, I think even if I had a little bit more time, I would do what you just said. Like, I would love a weekend where I could maybe do some shrooms.
Yeah.
And just like think about my life, like what is
Reflect.
what is the next thing I'm interested in doing? I have some thoughts around it, and it's hard to like untangle them because you are thinking about it. And then all of a sudden, like, you hear the Slack notification, and then you're pulled out of that, or you got to take care of your kids, or you're just too tired.
Yeah.
And you don't want to think about it because you're not really in the mood for it.
Yeah. You don't want to think about anything.
Yeah. So you need to have like some time in a little cabin upstate.
I know.
Where the visuals are hitting you just a little.
Yeah.
Right. But you can kind of. It's like when you made a bunch of noodles, right? And then you got to like untangle them a little bit before you serve them in the delicious ramen. Like my thoughts and everything are just like a tangle.
Yeah.
And I can't untangle it right now.
Yeah.
The kitchen's on fire.
Yes.
I can't be untangling it.
Noodles, yeah.
The noodles,
yeah.
right? And I want to untangle the noodles, and I'll come back to it. But yeah, that's how I sort of feel right now. I'm not putting any more. I'm not gonna. I will give myself the grace to be. I don't want to have any more pressure of even trying to figure that out.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I'm just gonna vibe, man.
Yeah, I think that's great.
So, yeah.
And your kids are both mobile now, so that's like that's it's exciting, but it does take a lot of energy.
They're very mobile. That's that's why I do jujitsu.
Yeah.
I use jujitsu on my children constantly. It's how I hold them down.
Yes.
It's how I put their socks on.
Yeah.
It's the most applicable martial art I've ever studied.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about having children, get into those jiu-jitsu
martial
classes.
Arts. Yeah.
Think about that. Yeah. So, well, what were the other things we wanted to mention?
Well, we have some things coming up that we wanted to tell you all about, but we'll never resolve it because we won't have an episode to discuss it.
What a fun cliffhanger.
Yes, a cliffhanger.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll continue. We'll get picked up again, kind of like how shows come back.
Yeah.
But okay. The cliffhangers are on Monday we're supposed to go to this party that Ronnie Chang's having.
Yes.
And so I got this email from Ronnie's team, right? Not from Ronnie, from Ronnie's team, and it's a bunch of different things. It's a birthday. It's him becoming a citizen of America.
Okay.
And there's one other thing, but I don't want to say what it is. Okay. But like there's like 3 things that they're celebrating, like big things.
Yeah.
I think it was like it's just a bunch of milestones. And so he's having it this I think it's a restaurant.
Okay.
It's in New York City, and
the way that I'm learning these details live right now with the audience. Yeah,
exactly. So it's funny because like on there was like, please RSVP, we will be checking, there's a list. And I was like, this is the most baller and most Ronnie party I've ever heard. It's like, like usually if your birthday, you're at, maybe you're putting the party full together.
Yes.
Maybe
at most. That's right. I've only ever put one party full together.
Yeah, and that was a lot of work.
Yeah, it was too much work.
No way. I'm sending texts.
Yeah.
Like day of.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey guys, it's my birthday, guys.
I'll be
here. And if you don't show up, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, yeah.
I'm still be drunk either way. But this one, he's got a list. There's team There's like all these things. There's like a nice flyer.
Yeah.
The flyer alone, I think, was like, oh man, there's no way I would have been able to do this. No way. So yeah, that's gonna happen. And I emailed them back and I was like, can I bring a +1? And then I put in parentheses, not my wife.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Which I feel like maybe that sounds really shady, but like in my mind, I was like, okay, I would like to bring someone else just because I'm pretty sure I'll know other people there.
But just in case.
Yeah. And who knows, maybe my wife would want to come.
Yeah.
And I asked my wife and she's like, no, absolutely not. And I was like, okay, fair. And then the first comedy person I asked was you.
Yes.
You are my comedy wife.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask you, but if you couldn't make it or weren't inclined to come, then like I would ask like Ben.
Yeah.
And he probably would come.
Your other comedy wife.
And then there's if that person didn't come, then there's probably one other person I would invite, but it's another comedy dude. And if that didn't happen, then I would just roll up by myself. Which I don't know why. Like I'm generally pretty comfortable like being alone on things, but just like the first like 5 minutes.
I know you like having it's nice to have like social lubricant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like you're stepping into it. You don't know anything. You know, it's like is this gonna what is this gonna be like?
Right.
I'm sure it'll be fine, but so yeah, I think it'll be cool. It'll probably be like the opening scene from The Godfather, where you can ask him one favor.
Yeah.
Right? On the day of his daughter's wedding.
Yeah.
And he cannot refuse. So I will be asking him if I can open for him at Radio City Music Hall. Or I'll have this other guy killed. Yeah. One of the two.
Yes.
One of those two, they're about the same.
It'll be like when you don't know what you're going to order until last minute at a restaurant. You're like, ooh, I don't know.
Should I go with the murder?
Yeah.
Or am I going with the McRib? They're both pretty good.
Well, on my side, the story goes,
yes.
You text me and go, were you invited to Ronnie's thing?
Yes.
And I was like, no. And I was like, God, how do I get invited? And then you're like, you could be my +1. I was like, yes.
Yes.
I'm assuming they said it's okay.
Yes. They said it was okay to bring a +1.
That's so
I was like,
funny.
okay, cool. Yeah. So, we have to talk about what to wear.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what the vibes are.
I don't know either. Ronnie, he is someone, if we kept this podcast going and he would come on again, I would tell him, one thing that's really unusual as a person, not even as an entertainer or anything else, is that he cleans up real good.
Yeah.
Because regular Ronnie, when he's just like,
in his casual clothes,
is just like he's wearing like graphic tees and a trucker hat. Millennial skinny jeans.
Very like he had a band t-shirt, hat, jacket.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And when he is performer mode, he's Wong Kar-wai, dude. He's like he's got the slick back hair. Yeah. He's wearing the suit. He looks real good.
Totally.
He's all he just like he looks very 60s kind of clean.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I don't know what this party will be like. I want to say it'll be more like that because it's like it's at night, it's a big party, so I think he's gonna like dress up a little bit. I that's the vibe. I think it's not gonna be full on. He's gonna be wearing a tuxedo or something, but I could be
just like slightly nicer.
Yeah. I mean, I take any opportunity
you'll
to go
be dressed
hardcore.
Up. That's where, and then this is where I struggle.
Yeah. So are you gonna wear long gloves or no?
No, I don't have any long gloves, but I have little short white gloves for dressing up like a Jabberwocky. So I can do that.
Okay, so
you're gonna be in a suit and I'll be dressed like a Jabberwocky.
And you just be like doing the thing,
Yeah. It's like, why?
What?
That's so funny.
I completely misread this invitation.
Yeah, and
you're doing all the hand
I have
movements?
a little speaker playing like the worst techno beats you've ever heard.
Did you dress up as a Jabberwocky once?
There was a sketch this week where we had to all dress like Jabberwockies.
That's awesome.
And so I do have stuff to dress up like a Jabberwocky.
What did you wear?
Someone else on the team bought like gloves and a mask, and I just wore like all black with a hoodie.
That's good. That's real good.
Yeah. So if need be, I'm ready to dress up like a Jabberwocky. I just don't know how that will be received by Ronnie.
That's the thing with Ronnie. I feel like with him, and like, you know, you watch his kind of his stories and the people who tag him. He like knows all kinds of people. He really knows like idiot comedians who would show up to his party dressed like a Jabberwocky, up to like, I don't know, fucking somebody who won like a Nobel Prize.
Yeah, exactly.
So he must be like apprehensive sometimes about like, who can I invite?
Yeah, like what, this room might be weird.
Yeah, who is not going to dress up as a Jabberwocky? Because I do have to think about that. Well, too bad, Ronnie.
Yeah, we're coming as Jabberwockies.
Okay, we're. Oh my gosh, yes, I love that.
Well,
that'll be a good one.
I know. I can't wait. Well, also, yeah. We'll let you guys know one way or another. Maybe I'll start a Substack to just review the stuff that we kept open-ended on this episode.
No, that's good. That's a good way to say. Yeah, if you want to check out, if you want to see what happens, just check out our Substack.
Or come to Hack City. Oh wait, no, this will be too late.
This will be too late, but there is continue. Well, let's hope we continue to have Hack Cities. I wanted to ask you too. What did you think of the Fumi episode? Okay,
so I thought it was fun. Fumi is a great laugher.
Yeah, he's a great laugher.
And like I've mentioned, I think through the years, I feel like Fumi has softened because I feel like, as I talked about in the episode, I don't have that much one-on-one like in real life experience with Fumi, but I feel like the earlier versions of Fumi I met were like very driven for comedy. Not that he's not driven now, but like kind of intense. And also like I mentioned the first time I met him, I was like intense in a way where I was like, he's not in a good place.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Like vibes are kind of weird when I first I was like, oh, I feel like he's going through something right now.
I see, yeah.
And I feel like I've met like, I don't know, I felt like he was like, I think we all are just getting older.
Yes.
And like calmer, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And you kind of realize that like life is like complicated and you have like there's a lot of other stuff, so it's like, I don't know, it feels like it was very nice to have him on.
Yes. He's definitely mellowed out.
Yeah.
He'll drop sometimes some wisdom, which is completely unexpected and out of character for him.
Yeah.
Because usually he's just Fumi.
Right.
I read this article that scientists have been mapping out. There's like 5 eras, I guess, of a human brain's development, right? And like the real adult one, I didn't read this article, by the way, so I'm kind of just, this is based purely off of just the tweet.
Yeah. That is so classic.
There's like the adult era doesn't really start until you're like 32 or 33.
Yeah.
And I think that tracks.
That really tracks.
You know? Because around then, I was still made dumbass decisions.
Yeah.
But it was like, they were a little less and less dumb, and I was a little bit less impulsive, and
it feels a little less life and death.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Like, I feel like even, in my, like, at like 30, some things felt like my anxiety felt crazy for certain things, or like some things felt like, oh, this is like the end of my life as I know it type of vibes. And then you kind of just like live.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I do think it's better. You're just kind of like in calmer seas. But at the same time, sometimes I wish I had a little hint of that insanity. Because sometimes it's kind of fun to be like, just go off the rails.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's
and also just sometimes good for stories.
Oh, it's great for stories. Yeah.
We don't have that anymore. We're just like level-headed. Like I'm like, I don't want to leave the house after 4:30. It's dark and cold. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
we're I mean, come on. We just spent like the first 40 minutes of this podcast about hot pot.
Yeah, I know.
That's what we're talking about.
I know. And the crazy thing is, those ages you just said, I really spanned the podcast.
Oh, you did.
Age.
You really did.
Yeah.
When did you? How old were you when you started this? 12.
I was 12.
You're 12. It was
13.
Crazy. Yeah. I got in trouble. I got in big trouble. They were like, "You have a child." Working.
But I like remember like I would like be like really hungover, in the mornings that we record and be like, I just hooked up with somebody or whatever.
Oh my God, I remember those. Yeah.
So,
wow, that seems like a long time ago.
I know. And look at us now. I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I took a quarter of an edible yesterday and watched Limitless.
Oh, that movie with
Bradley Cooper.
Oh my, how was it?
Horrible. It was bad. So bad. But yeah, that's what I was doing.
That's God.
Like things
have
changed.
Vibe, though. That's a great vibe.
It is a vibe. Anyone wants to talk about Limitless, reach out.
You know what movie I saw?
What?
It's that The Materialists.
Oh my God.
Did you watch it?
Yes.
Where
I could talk about this for forever.
Okay.
No, we won't. We'll shut it. Okay, yeah.
No, we will talk about it for a little bit because this is why I know it's time to end this podcast, because we're going to talk about something that was like in the zeitgeist like 6 weeks ago.
Yes. Like 8 months ago.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, okay, I finally saw it.
Because I watched it in theaters in the summer.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, give me the top line. What did you think?
Okay, let me just break it down for the audience. This is Celine Song's follow-up movie after, oh my God, Past Lives, which I loved. I loved Past Lives.
I've heard it's very good.
Have you not seen Past Lives?
I haven't seen it.
You gotta watch it. Greta Lee, great.
Okay.
Past Lives, I really enjoyed. I like teared up. There's like this one scene at the end that's like a long shot, beautiful. And so I was curious about what Materialist would be, kind of her follow-up. And this one is kind of, she loves love triangles.
Yeah. There you go.
It's a Dakota Johnson.
Yes.
Dakota Johnson. What's Pedro Pascal? Chris Evans.
Yes.
And let me tell you, it's like a love triangle thing, but like the thesis of the movie is like the value of like people, like men and women in relationships. And it's like, rich guy versus poor guy, whatever.
Yes.
Like, height, short, like whatever.
Right.
And it's like kind of interesting thesis, kind of. But I found the movie to be not good.
Oh, yeah.
I thought some things bothered me, like the ADR. Like the voiceovers.
Oh.
Felt weird. I was like, are you whispering in my ear? Like, I was like something about it. And also the dialogue, parts of the dialogue really made me crazy. Yeah, she wrote it.
She wrote it, okay.
It felt, and Celine Song, big fan. But I don't think she's listening to this one, like just in case, put it out there. Right. I think she's like probably a great playwright, but like there were some scenes where I was like, no one talks like this. There's one fight where they explain the thesis of the movie in so much outright detail that I'm like, who talks like this?
Is that the one where they're at
in Times Square?
Oh, okay.
She was like, I don't want to hate you because you're poor or like whatever. Right. And I was so you're just going to say it out loud in the middle of the street in Times Square?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I found it to be like kind of cheesy. And also I'm like, Chris Evans is so handsome that there is literally no world where he's like down on his luck actor that's not dating anybody. I don't know. I was just like, this guy's so hot. He would not have this awareness in real life.
He is extremely handsome. He's so handsome that even my wife, who is like not into like beautiful men, as you know.
That's not her type.
No, she's into real weird looking Viet guys. She was like, wow, he's really good looking. And I was like, yes. And like Celine Song is, I don't know her body of work, but if this is any indication, she had it's a very visually beautiful movie.
Yes.
And everybody looks fucking tastic in it. It's like lit super good. Like every single frame could have been a picture. And you take someone who's already a naturally beautiful person and add that on, and you're just like, this is like out of control.
Yeah.
And like it is funny because, Dakota Johnson's character is supposed to be like, okay, I can choose between either a extremely rich man who's also, by the way, very nice and handsome. Or this guy who's poor but is even hotter somehow.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, my biggest thing was I was like, everyone here is too hot. Everyone's too hot.
Yeah, everybody's too hot.
It's like this. No one is in real life.
Yeah.
Because everyone looks like a mannequin.
Yes. Everybody's like out of control.
And then,
beautiful.
and it's like, what do I choose? And I was like, I feel nothing towards this because I'm like, you either get the super hot model guy or you get a rich, really hot guy. So it's like, you're gonna be fine.
You're gonna be good.
Yeah, you're gonna be good, girl. And also, she's beautiful in it.
Right.
And her like incredible style.
I think it would have been better if you put me in there as instead of Chris Evans.
Yeah.
All right. You want to prove your thesis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Put one regular guy in there.
One regular ass guy in there.
Exactly.
Who is on a good day 5'8".
Yes.
The height is a big thing in that movie.
I know.
They talk about height a lot, which I understand.
I get it, but also as someone who's 5'2", if you're 5'8" and above, you're kind of the same height to me. Do you know
Peter's
what I
real
mean?
tall though. Peter's
He is
he's
tall,
a real
but
tall
like,
guy.
but like, you could be. I like. There's no difference between that and like someone 5'10" to me.
Would you date a guy who's like on the shorter side? Like,
Yeah.
Like a 5'7" guy?
Sure.
You know?
When you approach my height is when I'm like, you must be small
Yeah.
because I'm small.
Yeah.
But that's like whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. That is funny. Yeah, I was watching it and with Gina, and I was very resistant to it at first. And over time, I still think the movie itself was sort of flawed. The thesis was written by somebody who you feel like it was like a 9th grader.
Yeah.
Who like just discovered this.
Right.
Like this idea. Mm-hmm. And so, but it's so competently done that you're like, okay, it's still like a fine movie to watch.
Yeah.
But my wife and I got into this long thing about like, because he's talking about the yes, Pedro Pascal. I don't think this.
A spoiler.
Was it a spoiler? It might be. I don't know. Anyways, height is a big issue.
Yeah.
So like,
that's a whole spoiler.
Okay, so the height is a big issue, and so Gina was like, "Oh, is this true?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think this is true." Like, I've only been my height my whole life, so I have no idea whether or not. I think it would have been better if I was taller, but at the same time, I think then I would have been too powerful, because I'm pretty dope as it is.
Yeah.
I have a pretty fire personality, and I have amazing knitwear. And if I was like 5'10" or above, that's too much. That's too much.
Yeah.
I would have been drunk on my own power.
Yeah.
I probably.
You'd be a senator.
I would have been a senator, and nobody wants that.
In a bad way.
In a bad way. A really bad senator. They all are. But I would have been senator, and that's just too much. God was like, I can't overload this guy's stats. This. He's got to be below 5'8".
I mean, there is a height thing for sure.
Absolutely.
Like for sure, for men specifically. Like there is a not hierarchy. There is an importance put on height. But as someone who's smaller, it matters a little less to like us folk.
Yeah, no, for sure. I hear that. Yeah. I don't know. It's fine.
It's fine. We got absolutely. This was not on the agenda.
This was not on, or was it?
Or was it?
I did want to talk to somebody about this. This is the thing: is that I will be a little bummed out that every week or every other week or whatever whenever we do this, I don't have like a little dumb bullshitting time.
Yes. Time to like unload.
Yeah.
And as Fumi said, time to just like talk and like figure out thoughts. Like just like your brain gets to like just do this thing right now where you're like just talking, and it can be the foundation for something else. I won't miss that.
Here's a question for you: do you end up monopoding in your mind?
No.
Mm.
Maybe when I journal, but it's not really. I'm not being funny there. I'm just like talking about my feelings.
Okay.
And like life. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get to just like go off on the material. I don't do that in my journal.
Yeah. You don't go off in your mind?
No.
I do it all the time.
That's really good. I think that's really good. I think that's kind of. I think that makes you very like a stand-up comedian.
It's something I think about. They're not necessarily funny things. It's just like there's a lot of like preset, I guess, speeches I have in my mind. If like anybody ever shoved a mic in front of me, and was like,
you'd be ready to
Subway
go.
hot take? I have like 40.
Yeah. I don't.
About that. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if it's a good thing or not, because I think it does make me uniquely, or it's a skill hindrance. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. A thing that is I always have rattling around my brain, but sometimes I wish I could just turn that off too.
Interesting.
Because it's just I read recently that there's a lot of people who don't have internal monologues.
Yeah, I think that's me.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't have one at all?
No.
What?
I don't really.
What?
Not that I don't have internal monologues, but I'm not thinking in like sentences. Like,
oh, what the fuck? We're just finding this out.
I think I just had this conversation actually. Who was I talking to about it? But I was like, I don't really hear my own voice when I'm thinking.
What the fuck?
And I also don't think in words.
What? What? How do you do stuff?
Well, you just like have a thought. You're like, oh, I gotta like.
But a thought is words.
No, it's not.
What the fuck? Yes, it is.
It's like I conceptually know what it is, but I'm not thinking the sentence. Like I need a vacuum. It's not really in my head.
Okay. So okay. For example, after this, we're having lunch with my family. Okay. So then, have you thought about where you want to eat for lunch? Don't tell me. Think it. What's happening right now?
How do I explain it? It's not words. I literally thought as we were talking through this, I was thinking about lunch while we are talking. And I was thinking about how I just don't want noodles. But I didn't think I don't want noodles because I'm having noodles later for dinner.
Okay.
I love noodles, but I was like, I gotta make sure I have room for noodles later.
Yeah,
so I was
sure.
like thinking like, but I was just, I don't know. It's just like conceptual. It's like, oh, like something lighter that's not noodles. But I'm not thinking something lighter with not noodles.
So I'm just like imagining a pictogram, you know? It's like there's like a picture of noodles and then an X through it,
Yeah,
but then
like
it's smaller.
concepts, you know?
Oh, that's funny. Wow. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
but I think that's why, like, you know how I say I'm like, I don't feel like I'm predisposed to do stand-up? This is what I'm talking about. It's like sometimes I feel like I'm not the strongest at like coming up with like sentences.
I see.
But I'm good at reacting to things, I feel.
Yeah. You got your noodles but lighter thought. Pictogram in your mind. Okay. That's funny.
This is a crazy thing to stumble upon the last couple minutes of this final podcast.
Most people, not most, but like it's like a very large proportion. It's something like 30 or 40% of people like don't have like an internal monologue where they're like doing this. And it's not like I can't imagine that. Of course, like there's lots of times where I'm not like thinking about stuff. I'm just like doing it or whatever, but I have a constant podcast in my brain.
Wow.
Constantly. Sometimes I turn it on in order to like do stuff. Because like, let's say I take a shower. My favorite thing to do is have a topic and then run it in my mind while I'm showering. So like I'll think about, let's just say, how would I clear my apartment of bad guys if I had a gun? And I run through it and I'm like, this is the training scenario. Okay, this is the, and I'm monologuing it. Yeah. I'm not just like thinking it. I'm like talking it in my mind.
No. We are so different. In my mind,
you
I'm
have
like,
just picture of
to-do
shower.
list. Yeah, a shower. No, I'm thinking to-do list. To-do list. Yeah. Which is why I feel like very type A.
This is funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
But then I don't have like those fun thoughts like randomly.
Well, you're fired. No, okay.
We're all fired.
We're all fired. This whole thing is collapsing. Okay, well, any other final thoughts before we have to go?
Well, I don't know. I just want to say thank you to everyone for
nice.
listening and for being supportive. If you're still here, that's like so nice.
Yeah.
I was thinking about like, what is my takeaway? We were saying
yes,
takeaways.
The takeaway.
And it's like, pre this podcast, I think I mentioned this before. I mentioned this in the podcast book, the podcast Pantheon.
Oh, yes.
I like never showed up as myself anywhere because I don't do stand up. So I was like, if I do stuff, it's either in character or I'm doing improv where I'm not myself.
Right.
Or I was posting stuff online as a character.
Yeah.
And this is the first time I had to like talk as myself regularly. And I think that also made me more comfortable at Hack City, like hosting stuff.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So there's like a series of things that I think I learned about myself. It's like how to talk about myself in a somewhat interesting way. And then like also how to like not be scared to show up as myself because I think I was not comfortable with that. So there's like a lot of things I learned. And also I met so many Asian people.
You really did.
I really did. And it's been awesome for me. Like I feel like I've met so many cool friends through this. And fans, people who listen to this. So nice. I feel very thankful for this community. Thankful for the chance to like learn to be myself publicly. And yeah, I don't know, it's been very sweet. And I also have gotten to see your family grow. Like there's a lot of stuff that we've become friends through this.
We really have.
And I'm obsessed with your kids.
You are.
And I don't know, it's like been very cool. So yeah, I'll miss this deeply, but I'm also, thankful for it. And also, I guess, happy to not have this stress.
Yes.
It's a mix of a lot of things.
Yeah, no, that's exactly. Yeah, I think gratitude is a good one. When maybe the first year, me and Fumi did this podcast. The last episode of the first year, we did it. We had kind of like a recap thing, and the episodes are all still up, so you can like listen to it. But we had this whole thing where we were just like thanking everybody because, and I'll reiterate it, for most performers and comedians, creators, whatever you want to call it, writers, the vast majority of the work you see is not either not seen at all ever, not because you didn't put it out there, but just because, you know, whatever, the algorithm didn't like it, or it just goes nowhere. This podcast went somewhere, and we had a reaction, and we had all these things, and we were so grateful for it, because by the time this podcast had started, we had already done tons of other things. We had done sketches.
Yeah.
Fumi was, I don't know if he had a TV writing credit, but he was almost on America's Got Talent.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
He, you know, he had all this stuff, and this was the first kind of thing that like popped off for us. And so it was not lost on us that this was like really special, and it really is. And so whenever people, you know, I just want people to know that that's like, it's a big deal that you listen to the show, tell your friends about it, and like come and see us. It really means a lot, and it's we don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
Because this doesn't happen to everybody.
Yes.
You know, no matter how long you've been doing it and how hard you work, every single fan you make or link you create is like special and not a given. So that's like a really big deal. And yeah, that's like also a thank you from me, because I don't know, it's like, so I said it before, it's very surreal, because in my mind, I'm just like a regular person.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
I'm just a regular person. And sometimes people, you know, hey, thank you, come to the podcast. Oh, yeah. And I'm like, oh, who are you talking to? Because you're talking to somebody else. So it's really cool. And I still like doing it.
Yeah.
Physically sitting in this car, pretty fun.
Yeah.
You know? And so
it's everything around it. It's
tough. Everything else around it. But I think the fact that I physically can still viscerally do it is a good sign.
Yes, definitely.
You know?
It's also not over.
It's not over.
We're gonna keep doing shows.
Yeah, we're still doing shows. Hopefully we'll still have we'll still hang out. Hopefully we'll still have Hack City. Yeah. Please come to that. We have a show in February already. We're like
which
cooking.
We need to talk about after
Oh
this.
Shit. We are fucked, by the way. Yeah, we have it on the calendar and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see you around. Drop us a follow. Why not? At Asian Not Asian Pod.
Yeah.
I'm on there, Nice Pants Bro.
I'm at Jenny Arimoto.
And go to the website, sign up for our email list, because that's like a big one. If you want to know if we're like traveling around or doing something, getting the band back together. Sometimes we like, you know, get together with Fumi. Well, it'll happen. If you want to know about those things, follow us on social. Follow us on the email, because that's like the big one.
Yeah.
Social media is all weird.
I know,
you can follow a person and never ever see any of their shit.
That's how I feel. I haven't seen most things.
Yeah. But email, you know, that's a different beast. So yeah, you know, we're still around doing our thing, and yeah, just thanks again.
Yeah, thank you all.
All right, we love you guys.
We love you.
See you later.
Bye.